And so we're going to begin this session in a standing position. We're looking down at the feet to begin with, because the feet are really important. And sometimes when I'm teaching yoga, you find people just standing, just unaware of their feet. So we have to bring a lot of awareness, because if we're doing the postures without awareness of the feet, then the whole rest of the shape has a misaligned foundation. Yeah. So really bring awareness. See if you can even open your toes. After maybe they've been crushed into shoes, your whole life. So see if you can spread the toes and feel the air in between the toes, just as a toe exercise. Very good. Amazing. And look down and see if you can make sure the feet are pointing forward. If the heels are together, sometimes that rotates the knees out slightly. So a little bit of space in between the heels is necessary. So press the feet down into the ground. And feel the ball of the big toe pressing down into the ground. And lift your toes and see if you can feel the arch lifting as you lift your toes. And then place the toes down. And do that a few times. Lift your toes. Can you feel the arch of the foot rising? And this is an energetic point in our asana practice, which is also called Pada Bandha. So we don't have to lift our toes. We can keep the toes on the ground, but there's a feeling like the arch is lifting. And that helps everything to be pulled up. So the knees are lifting, the activation of the quadriceps or the thighs is happening. And it's not contracted, but there's a beautiful lifting instead of a heavy sinking into the floor. So we're pressing down into the feet as everything is rising, lifting the pelvic floor, lengthening up through the spine, lifting the heart. We can drop the shoulders down, they don't rise. Dropping the shoulders down, making space here, freedom around the neck. And lifting a little bit the chin, maybe. See how that feels for you. Bringing the hands to the heart. And just taking a moment to feel the breath going into the heart to begin our practice. Igniting the heart with our breath. And let's go into the opening mantra. And deep breath in. Bande Gurunam Charanara Vinde Sandara Shita Swapma Sukhavabure Nishreyase Jangalikaya Mane Samsara Hala Hala Moha Shantyai Babahu, Purushakaram, Shankhachakrasi, Dharinam, Sahasra, Shirasam, Shwetam, Pranamami, Patanjalim. Deep breath in. Good. Pressing the thumbs into the heart center. Breathing, beginning with Ujjayi, deep breaths into the heart to ignite the heart and the devotion for Surya Namaskara as much as you can. Let's inhale here and exhale. We'll drop the hands down. And we'll begin with Surya Namaskar A. Inhale and rise softly, hands touching, looking up. And as you exhale, this is our first one. Let's just bend the knees to modify. Softly pouring the body over. Inhale, gently rising up onto the fingertips. Looking forward and exhale. And step back, drop the knees and softly down. Inhale into a baby cobra. And exhale back into downward facing dog with the knees bent. Listening to the breath. And remembering about the softness of the gaze of the eyes, drishti. Good, inhale, rise up onto the toes, look to the hands. And at the end of the exhalation, we're stepping in so that we're ready for an inhalation straight away, rising up. And softly and slowly coming down. Bending the knees to modify. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale back to Samastitihi. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, fingertips. Exhale, looking forward, modified chaturanga, dropping the knees. Inhale. Exhale. And just finding that beautiful flow of the breath and the movement. Extending through the spine. Modifying downward facing dog if you need to by bending the knees, coming up also onto the toes, lifting the heels is helpful. So you can get a really straight and long line of the spine. Pushing from the hands up through the arms. Breathing into the spine. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend the knees and step. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift the head and then the arms and rise up. Exhale, Samastitihi. And again, inhale, rise. And see how much gratitude you can feel as you bow down, saying thank you for all that you have. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, I'm going to bring the heart to the earth. Inhale, opening that chest into cobra, and exhale, bowing down into downward facing dog.
If the heels can come down a little bit more, then gradually we extend as the body opens up. We can come more into a fuller position or not. Just finding your edge in the posture and breathing and softening the eyes. Inhale, rise. Look to the hands. Exhale, bend the knees and then step. Inhale, rise up onto the fingertips. Exhale, slowly down. Inhale, lift the head and then the arms floating up. Exhale. And again, soften the gaze of the eyes. Feel like the movement is effortless, pouring the body over the legs. Inhale, rise up onto the fingertips. And if you have the strength today, you can go down in chaturanga with a straight body and into cobra. Inhale, rise. And then keep going. Exhale, linking the postures with the breath and the movement. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend and step. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale. Good, last one. Let's try and come into upward facing dog. If you can, inhale, rise. Exhale, dive with a long spine into the legs. Drop the head, inhale, lift the head, lift the heart. Keep looking forward as you exhale down and then push forward and rise up into upward facing dog. Lift the knees and exhale into downward facing dog. Good. And again, if that's too much for you, it doesn't feel right, you're welcome to stay with cobra. Make sure in downward facing dog that you've got equal pressure in the hands and the feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend the knees and step at the end. Inhale, lift. Exhale, softly down. Inhale, lift the head and then the arms and come up with a straight back. And exhale. Samastiti here. Let's bring the hands to the heart and just take a few breaths here. Feeling the energy and the breath coming into the heart area. I'm going to try to bring this heart energy into Surya Namaskar B. And take a deep inhalation into the heart. Press the thumbs in and exhale, touch the earth. Inhale with the knees bent, rise up into chair pose. And exhale all the way down into the forward bend. Inhale, fingertips. Keep looking forward. Exhale, step back. Chaturanga, straight body or modification. Into cobra or up dog, your choice. Exhale back into downward facing dog. And turn and step, right foot comes in. We press the feet down and rise into warrior. Exhale, hands down, foot back. And lower into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, straight back into down dog and step the left foot. Inhale, rise, pressing down. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, rise. And exhale back. Good. Softening the gaze of the eyes in a soft drishti. And the breath, allowing it to flow. On the next inhalation, rise up, look to the hands. Exhale, bend the knees and then step. Inhale, lift up onto the fingertips, extend the spine. And then exhale, down. Bend the knees and rise into chair, Utkatasana, and exhale. Back to standing, inhale into the heart, exhale down. Inhale, rise, exhale down. Inhale, fingertips, lift the head. Exhale, keep looking forward as you come down in Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, your choice. Exhale, down dog. Turn and step, right foot comes in. Inhale, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, and exhale. Turn and step, left foot coming in. Inhale, rise. Good. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, rise. And exhale back. Inhale, look to the hands. Exhale, come in. Inhale, rise, lifting the heart, lifting the head, and then exhale, dropping the head. Bending the knees, pressing into the ground and rising up. Exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. See how effortless you can move. Exhale, touch the earth. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, fingertips. Exhale, step back. If you're tired, you can modify. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back. Turn and step, right foot comes in. Inhale, rise. Back foot down, good. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back. Turn and step, left foot coming in. Inhale, rise. Good. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise. And exhale, back. Excellent. Now, just watching the breath. Evening the breath out, so the inhalation and exhalation are equal. Softening the gaze, feeling the energy within. Feeling the heat within, the pulsation, the vibration. Inhale, rise. Exhale, step in. Inhale, lift, halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise, pressing the feet down. Strong posture, and exhale, back to Samastiti. Let's bring our hands to the heart. And just feel the effects of Surya Namaskara. Usually in Ashtanga they do 5A and 5B.
Now we can modify, especially in a warm country. You can feel the heat quite quickly. So this practice was done to warm the body up and make it open for the other postures. And also to bring the energy to the heart and to start in a beautiful devotional way. So we're more connected to our heart as we go into the rest of the practice. And we're going to go into the standing series now. Open the feet hip distance. And as you inhale, pull up through the arches, up through the kneecaps, the thighs, the pelvic floor. Let that ripple all the way up on that inhale. Exhale, pour the body over and all the way down with a long spine. Take hold of the two big toes. Inhale, lift and lengthen here. And then exhale as you go down. You're going down with the elbows out to the sides. And the shoulders up and away from the ears. Padangusthasana. We're breathing here, and the eyes are soft. And we're seeing physically at the beginning what we can relax. That doesn't need to be held onto, like the jaw, the forehead. Doesn't need to be tense. Maybe the shoulders, even the fingers. And then we get this beautiful balance of activation in certain muscles and relaxation in what we don't need to activate. Good. And let's go a little bit deeper. Inhale and lift. Exhale, place the hands under the feet. If this is challenging for you, you can bend the knees to modify. Inhale, lift the head. Lengthen the spine even more. And exhale, pouring the body over into the forward bend without that pushing attitude. We have an attitude that is honoring our body, being kind to our body, stopping at that right point, which in yoga we often call your edge. Finding your edge and breathing there. Good. So we're in Padahastasana. Pada, the feet, hasta are the hands. Listening to Ujjayi breath and softening the gaze of the eyes. Last breath here. Inhale, lifting the head. Exhale, placing the hands on the hips. Inhale the rest of the way up. And exhale. Close the feet, bring the hands to the heart, feel the effects. You may feel a little dizzy. If you do, you can just come down into a squat. Good. We're just taking a few moments. Normally in Ashtanga they go straight into the next posture, but I feel it's really beautiful to observe the effects and ground again after being upside down for so long. So we don't have to rush, but we can still keep the flow. So the next posture, Uttita Trikonasana, triangle. We're going to take our right leg back. Yeah. And we're going to bring the feet forward. So both feet are forward to begin with. And that's one inhale. As you exhale, you're going to turn your left foot in and your right foot out. And look down and line up the heels. Yeah. Press down to the ground. Make sure your back foot is in. So this is like not a 90-degree angle, but a little bit of like a 45-degree angle. Let's just bring our hands onto our hips. And this movement comes from the pelvic bowl. So we are just looking at, oh, that pelvic bowl moves. That's good. And we don't want to keep the pelvic bowl rigid and try to bend to the side, which is the common mistake in triangle. So have a few more times of really feeling that movement of the pelvic bowl. And then when you're ready, you can go down and place your hand either on the shin, the ankle, or the full posture is to hold the big toe. But that's quite intense. So you're welcome to hold your shin or your ankle and lift the left hand up. Left hand rising up. Inhale, lengthen the spine and see if you can bring your head in line with your spine. And then turn the head to look up to the left hand. Good. Feel like you're in between two panes of glass. So you're not leaning forward. You're very much aligned. And feel like you're standing on a block of ice, so you're pressing your feet down to stop yourself from slipping. And this gives a very strong dynamic quality. We're breathing, the eyes are soft. Last breath here. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, turn the feet the other way. So the left foot is pointing forward, back foot 45 degrees. Keep breathing. Line up the heels. Inhale and rise. Lift the arches of the feet. And then exhale. Let's move that pelvic bowl. Move, move, move. And then drop the hand down and inhale, rise up. Press the feet down and lift up through the right hand. Line the head up with the spine and then turn the head. Breathe. Press the feet down, lift the arches. Feel how strong you can make this posture. It's a very strong, fiery, activated posture. Good. Exhale, look down. Ground, and then inhale, rise up. We're going to turn both feet forward for a moment, and then we're going to step to the front of the mat. And breathe here. Feel the effects of triangle posture. So that was a little bit more instructed. Now we're going to do that again, but find the flow. So it becomes easier. It's harder when you break it down, you're going slow. So let's do it in a flowing way. So we're gonna take that right leg back, inhale, expand through the arms. Exhale, we're gonna turn the feet. Right foot is pointing forward, left foot in. Inhale, rise up through the arches, activate the legs. Exhale, go into the posture. Inhale, reach the left hand up and look up. Breathe. Let's just do 5 breaths, which is quite common in Ashtanga. Soften the gaze of the eyes and look to the hand. The hand is your focus point or your drishti. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, turn. So the left foot is pointing forward. Inhale, rise. And exhale, down. Left hand is coming down to the leg. Inhale, right hand is rising as we look up. So the legs are long, the spine is long, the arms are long. Everything is extended. Utthita is extended. Breathe deeply into the posture. Listen to the sound of the breath.
Good. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise up. Turn the feet forward. And then exhale, step to the front of the mat. And take a few breaths here. Feel the effects of Utthita Trikonasana. These are fiery and powerful standing postures. We're going to another one which is called side angle or Utthita Parshvakonasana. So to come into this posture, we're going to take a wider stance. Inhale. So come into that with an inhale. A wider stance, right leg back, good. And then turn the feet like you did before. As you exhale, inhale, we're going to lift up, making sure that the feet are lined up, back foot 45. And we're going to come into the modification. So the right elbow is just above the right knee. And that left arm is reaching and extending. So it's not just hanging here. That wouldn't extend the side body, it's reaching. So you can feel the left side of the body stretching. And we're breathing deeply, pressing down through the feet and rising up through the side of the body, looking to the hand. Ujjayi breath. If you want to go into the full posture, you can. You place the right hand on the outside of the right foot. See how this feels. It might feel quite deep in the right hip. If so, you're welcome to come back to the modification. Good. Exhale, look down, and inhale, come back through warrior two. So we come back. The transitions are really important, and then we turn the feet. Inhale, we rise. Line up the heels, back foot 45 degree, and exhale, go in to the other side, stretching the right side of the body. And making a line from the back of the right foot up to the right fingertips. Side angle posture. Breathe. Line up the head with the spine, so don't let it drop and don't lift it up. See if you can feel where the straight line is, and then look up to the hand. Try the full posture if you want, dropping the hand down. Keep breathing, pressing the feet down, especially the back foot. Press the back foot down so you're distributing the weight between the feet. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise. Turn the feet and exhale back to standing. And just take a few breaths here. So we're just going to look at that posture one more time, just to get the transitions. We know the postures, but the transitions need to be remembered in Ashtanga, and they're important. The transitions are just as important as the postures themselves. And so right leg back as you inhale, nice wide stance, expand through the arms. Exhale, turn the feet. Right foot first, right foot is pointing forward. Inhale, lift the arches. And exhale, come into either the modification or the full posture. Up to you, whatever your body feels like. Reaching and breathing. Fiery and strong posture with the legs in warrior position. Good, last breath here. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise up through warrior. Exhale, turn the feet. Line up the heels. Inhale, rise. Activate the arches. And exhale, come in. You can bring softness to the body. The legs are strong and powerful, but the upper body can be relaxed. The face relaxed.
the shoulder relaxed. Breath deep. Looking to the hand is the drishti, the focus point. And exhale, look down. Inhale, rise up. Turn the feet. And exhale, stepping to the front. And so you're probably feeling warm, a lot of heat in the body by now, as those postures are fiery. They activate the fire energy center, Manipura chakra. Good. And we're going to go to the finishing sequence. So we're just adding a few postures every day to the beginning and to the end. So the finishing as well. Inhale and rise. Exhale and dive down into the legs, bending the legs if you need to, or straight legs. Inhale, fingertips. Exhale, chaturanga, modified or full posture. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. And exhale, we're going to step to sitting. Good. Inhale, straighten out the legs. And we're just going to watch. The next posture that we're going to learn is shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. And we're going to use a cushion. Maybe you don't need to use a cushion in your own practice, but we're going to learn how to teach this posture with a cushion, because the C7 here, this bone, sticks out when we bend our head forward. So what generally happens is it's pressing down into the ground and people's weight is all on this bone, which is not good for the spine. So I'm using a cushion so that my C7 is just at the edge of the cushion and it's off the ground. Yeah? So I'm going to just position my shoulders like a little bit before the end, maybe a couple of centimeters. And the way I go into shoulder stand is by coming into plow position first. And then I can interlink my fingers and I can get my shoulders underneath. So when I'm getting my shoulders more underneath, like this, my elbows are closer together and my shoulder blades are coming more together, so it gives more space for the C7 as well. So I'll show you how to do that, and then you can go up in a more straight position. So I find that helpful, but if you are not able to do plow, then I'll show you the modification. So I'll do the full pose first. I'm going to take the legs back. And then I'm walking the shoulders in, bringing the hands, and then coming up. And I can press the head down into the ground, lift the chin a little bit, which helps the C7 to come back into the spine. If that's too much for you, you're welcome to come into a half. Shoulders down where there's no pressure on the neck. And if you are menstruating, then you can take the cushion away and get a strap and just lie with the legs up. And that's also if you have any neck pain. Yeah. The next posture that we do as we come down, we're just going to come and remove the cushion. And we're going to come into fish. So this is the modification. Yeah. So you're welcome to do this or take the head back. Yeah, it's opening up the throat. So in shoulder stand, our throats being closed. Or our full position is coming up like this. So I've got my hands next to my body, my thumbs are under my legs, just so I can press up. And then I'm lifting the heart, opening the throat, and bringing the top of my head to the floor. And a lot of the weight is actually in the arms, so I'm not squashing my neck. And we do that for 10 breaths. And then down. And then you can feel the activation of the throat, the heart also, and these higher chakras, which is really lovely at the end of the session. Okay, so let's try. Let's get the cushion. And the important thing to remember is that the shoulders need to be 2 centimeters before the end. Also have a little place for the head, so your head's not on the floor. Make sure that you've got your cushion far enough back so that your head is not off the mat, it's on the mat. And then when you're ready, go up into plow. If you want to come into the full posture, interlink the fingers, walk the shoulders underneath. And then bring the hands to the back and bring the legs up. Good. See how that feels, how that entry into shoulder stand is for you. And we're going to lift the chin a little bit. So we're pressing the back of the head down into the ground and the elbows. Remember, whatever's on the ground is pressing down. And this helps us to rise up. And breathe. Come back to Ujjayi breath. And to the softness of the gaze of the eyes. In the sequence, we stay here for a longer time, usually a few minutes or 25 breaths. But of course, if you're tired and it's enough, then you come down and rest on your back. And see how the breath has become more refined, more soft, more gentle, even than it was in the standing postures. Let's just do 3 more breaths here. Yeah. And 3 more breaths. I'll do a shorter Sarvangasana today. And bring the legs over behind the head. Relax and release the hands down to the floor. And slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, we're going down onto the back. And you can just sit up for a moment and release the cushion, put it to the side of the mat. You can try the modification of fish, just placing the elbows under the shoulders and the hands down and pressing the heart up, arching the back. And if it feels comfortable for your neck, you can take the head right back. Otherwise, you can look forward. So this is a modification for people who find this posture difficult. Good. And then see if you can come into the full posture. Lie down on your back. The full posture in Ashtanga is actually done in lotus, but we're going to use straight legs. And we're just going to place our thumbs under the buttocks So not the whole hand, as that can quite often restrict the opening of the chest. So just the thumb, and then press the elbows in and lift up to the top of the head. Maybe you can bring your elbows in a little bit towards each other and press a little higher. See if that works. Breathing here and feeling the openness of the heart, the throat, and looking up to the third eye with the gaze. And take 5 more breaths if you can. Feel the energy opening in the throat, the heart. And as you look up to the third eye, feel it traveling up into Ajna Chakra. And slowly releasing the body down as you exhale. And as you inhale, bring the knees in. As you exhale, roll up to sitting. Yeah. Inhale, lift up onto the sides of the feet. Exhale, look forward and step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rise into Cobra. Exhale into Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, rise up onto the toes, and we're going to come onto the knees. Exhale down. Shirshasana, headstand. Yep, like we did yesterday, so holding the elbows, placing the head on the ground, walking the feet in, and either staying here in half headstand with the head on the ground, or if you prefer off, if you're going to hold that posture, or just taking it very slowly into the full position. In your own time, coming up. And resting in child's pose whenever you need to. So for those of you holding half headstand, it's quite strong. And so you can rest the body when you need to. And coming down now into child's pose. Resting in child's pose. And feeling the effects in the crown, the top of the head. Allow yourself to drop into this silence. Good, and inhale, lift the head, and really slowly come into a very gentle vinyasa, keeping the knees down. Lowering the body into a baby cobra. It's very slow, very mindful, back into a gentle downward facing dog. Inhale, rise here. And exhale, come to sitting. Good. And we're coming to our last couple of postures. So if you can do lotus, we come into Padmasana, or Padma is the lotus. And the modification is just a normal cross-legged position. And so Baddha Padmasana, we are coming forward, walking, feeling, finding our edge. And maybe it takes you a few breaths to get down to your edge. Being really mindful of being honoring towards the physical body. If your head can touch the ground, then you can take the arms back behind you and hold the elbows. And we're going to breathe for 10 breaths in this posture. Breathing into the heart, we're sublimating all of the energy back into the heart at the end of our practice. See if you can really breathe deeply into the back of the heart. And 3 more breaths here. And inhale, rising up. Exhale, releasing the hands to the knees into Jnana Mudra. Thumb and first finger touching. Why are they touching? What can you feel in the tip of the thumb and the index finger? Let's just tune into that place for a moment and see if you can feel any sensation in between the thumb and the first finger as we hold this mudra. Jnana is wisdom. It's the mudra of wisdom. And see if you can feel a current of energy, like a circuit of energy, leaving the thumb and going into the index finger, or the other way around. And start to deepen your breath, using Ujjayi breath to control and deepen the breath. Seeing how deeply you can breathe without strain. Filling up the belly, the chest, and right up to the collarbones. A beautiful 3-part breathing. And try to see and feel movement in the torso as you breathe. So there is an expansion of the rib cage. We're trying to encourage this expansion. This helps to release the tension in between the ribs, the intercostal muscles, so we can breathe more deeply, more slowly, which helps to take us in. We're going to still focus in the area of the heart, breathing into the center of the chest. Deep breaths. You can come back to finding those interludes between the inhale and the exhale, those short pauses between the exhale and the inhale. At the end of the exhale, the breath surrenders into quiet. For a moment, you hang in the balance, suspended in the fertile spaciousness that is the source of breath. And at the end of the inhale, filled with the song of the breath, there is a moment when you are simply holding the tender mystery. In these interludes, experience opens into exquisite vastness, with no beginning and no end. Embrace this infinity without reservation. You are its vessel. Now just allowing the hands to open, the mudra to be released. Release Ujjayi breath, close the eyes, and just come into this moment together, surrendering into the present moment. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to remember. Just simply being. softly, just bring in your hands really slowly, like they're just floating off the knees on their own. And eventually they will come to prayer position in front of the heart. We see that we can still stay in meditation when the body is moving. And as the hands come in, feel the palms, feel the warmth, feel the connection. The left and the right hand meeting at the heart. They say the left is feminine, the right is masculine, so we're uniting masculine and feminine at the heart. Union, yoga. And take a few deep breaths, just saying thank you in your own way to all the benefits that you've received through the practice of yoga today. I'm going to share those benefits with all beings in the universe with our closing mantra. Let's take a deep breath in. Swasti Prajabhyaha. Swasti Prajabhyaha. Paripalayantam. Paripalayantam. Nyayena margena. Nyayena margena. Mahimahishaha. Mahimahishaha. Go Brahmanebhyaha. Go Brahmanebhyaha. Shubhamastu nityam. Shubhamastu nityam. Loka samasta. Loka samasta. Sukhino bhavantu. Sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all beings be free, may all beings find joy, may all beings find peace. Good, and let's lie down in Shavasana, turning around so our heads are pointing into the center of the circle. And making sure that you're really comfortable in Shavasana, using a cushion under the head if you want. Covering your eyes if you feel to. And either turning the palms of the hands up in the full posture, full surrender, or if you're feeling like you need to place the hands on the body, today that's also fine. The main thing in Shavasana is that we're learning to let go. And how quickly can we let go of our physical body and just feel and trust like the earth is supporting us and soften into that. You can scan through the body in your own time, starting at the head, moving through all the areas of the face, relaxing the facial muscles, and going down all the way towards the feet. As we allow the physical body to relax more, then healing can take place, and all the benefits of the postures that we've done can come in. And feel the whole body relaxing and dropping deeper into the earth beneath you. And tuning into the subtle vibrations within of the energetic body. The gentle breath is moving within us, but you may also find sensations, tingling, a vibration, a warmth. And you can start with the palms of the hands and see if you can feel any movement. Any gentle, subtle movement, tingling in the palms of the hands. And then look into the rest of the body and see where you feel that vibration of prana. And just being observant to any thoughts coming and going in the mind. The nature of the mind is thinking. And if there's any emotions arising, if we're feeling any emotion right now, just observing what that is. Knowing that the thoughts and emotions are coming and going, staying for a while and then dissolving back into the silence. And deepening into the silence of Shavasana. Allowing yourself to drop even deeper. Into your own deeper wisdom. And into peace.
coming back into your body and deepening the breath. And bringing life into the feet, the toes, the hands and fingers. Stretching and breathing and moving. And if you discovered any peacefulness in this posture, bring that back up into your sitting position with you. I'm just taking a moment here at the end of the practice to observe the effects of your practice today. How do you feel? Maybe the body feels tired, it's been worked, it's been strengthened and opened. Can you feel the tingling within of the energetic body? How is the mind? How is the emotion? Were any insights or little revelations, moments, did they come during the practice today? Were we able to find peace? Bliss, Ananda. Let's just bring our hands together in gratitude of all that we learned today and all that we received from this practice of yoga. Thank you.